Hi, Legend parents. Josh here, Academic Dean. First off, I want to announce that we are extending our registration. Part of this is by demand on part of you, the parents, who are still making inquiries and trying to get your plans together. We are going to be accommodating you as much as we possibly can because we understand how important the process is for you. That said, we are also coming up to the start of our 2019 to 2020 school year here at Legend College Prep. So at the time of this recording, that is 5 days to get a plan together. It's certainly not impossible, but we are cutting it pretty close. Now, I want to spend some time talking to you about the kinds of plans that you can make, but also to urge you to a little bit of action, because over the years, I have met with so many parents who experience, analysis paralysis. A lot of what ifs. What is my school going to think? Can my child do it? The usual questions. And the thing is that, it really doesn't matter what your high school's opinion is. If you hold up your end of the bargain and you are set to graduate with them, that's fine. But really, the opinion that matters most, it's not even mine. It's your college's, because that's who you're trying to impress. That's where you're trying to get into. And guess what? They've got demands that outstrip the low graduation bar that is set in your public high school system. Moreover, a lot of public schools make it harder for you to hit those high benchmarks because of all the barriers to entry that they set in front of you. I mean, imagine that you've got these classes that you have to take at a specific time. You have to take, biology, first, and then you've got to take this class, in 10th grade, and it has to be in this specific order. You only have a limited set of choices each year. You can't double up on the classes that you are interested in a particular discipline, so on and so forth. I mean, it's all constraint, and there's no freedom for you to really act. But a good plan helps you navigate past those barriers. You need to find the opportunities to take down the prerequisites that you need to take. You need to find the opportunities to take the AP courses that are critical to your college success. And you need to find a timing that works for your hectic life. Now, imagine how things work for most students. You cram 4, 5, 6 AP courses all in your junior year, or you take them, during your senior year when a lot of schools aren't even looking at your senior coursework anymore, even though they do check for your grades in the middle of the year, so no more senioritis for us. But in any case, I digress, okay? But the alternative, however, with a good plan is, imagine spreading, say, 6 APs over your sophomore year, the summer of your sophomore year, your junior year, and the summer of your junior year. So instead of doing 6 APs all in one session, you're now just doing 1 or 2. And that's a lot more manageable. And I'm not just saying this out of theory. I am speaking to you today out of the experiences of hundreds of students who have done this before with us. That becomes manageable and doable. But the thing is, you need to take action, because if you don't get going on your classes now, what happens is that you become one of those students who pile them up later, and you become stressed, and you feel like your life becomes unmanageable, and you come out with worse results because of it. I've got parents who call and say, hey, we're a 12th grader. What can we do in these final months leading up to, our college application? And year after year, I get these types of calls and emails. And trust me, even when we do come up with a plan, it's a plan that doesn't have a lot of room for margin of error. And even just the slightest curveball can really disrupt those plans. And that in itself is also just so taxing on everyone's emotional energy, not just for you, the parents, but, imagine, your student being told that, hey, we got to get this right, and, we can't mess it up because, once we mess this part up, there's no more second try. You contrast that to, some of you who might be watching this right now. You were probably one of those 8th, 9th, 10th graders who, approached us, and you made a plan. And I hope you guys are following up with that, because, the ones who really follow through are the ones who, again, in this season, they saunter right into the office and say, okay, so where do I get my transcript? What do I have left to do? Yeah, let's just mail this out. No, don't worry, Josh, I don't have any more questions. I'm good. So long as you mail that thing and you show these colleges what it is that I've been doing at LCP all these years, okay? And I say, okay, that's fine. We make sure that those transcripts get into, those colleges' hands. And it's so nice to see students who are able to own that entire process, and they go into the college applications not worrying about a GPA that they, can no longer change sometimes. which scenario do you want for yourself? Do you have a plan and a way to act upon it? Are you going to be, one of those parents that ask, could I have done more? Are you going to be one of those students who have to ask, what should I have done differently? Are you really going to be one of those few who bust down the doors necessary for you to get access to what you need to do, not what someone else thinks you need to do, colleges aside, okay? But really an educational plan that fits into your goals. How are you going to open up the right doors that you can show yourself off as a strong college candidate? And you need to plan and you need to act right now, not later, but now, because time flies, okay? The choice is yours. If you need a consult, you can schedule a half-hour phone call with me. I'm going to leave you with a link below, and I'm more than happy to walk you through your situation and figure something out that'll take you to where it is that you need to go. Otherwise, you can also reach out to our office, 408-865-0366. If you're one of those last-minute enrollees, you already know what you need to do, but you still haven't enrolled yet, get to it now. And remember, you still got to get your textbooks and stuff like that before class begins, okay? So really get it done today. If you already know what you're going to do, order your textbooks, show up on the first day all prepared, and then you have a lot less worry because you're ready to go. All right, that's it for today. Take care.